Welcome to Lesson 39, Grammar from Basic ESL Workbook 3. Lesson 39, Vocabulary, is about jobs. In today's grammar video, we are going to talk about past participles. We're also going to look at examples of active and passive voice sentences. Let's get started. First, let's talk about past participles. A past participle is just another verb form. We use them in the perfect tenses, the passive voice, and often just as adjectives. Here we have 4 verbs: train, set, lose, and break. For each, we have the simple past and the past participle verb forms. Let's go over each verb. The first verb, train, is a regular verb. For regular verbs, the simple past and past participle are always the same. They always end in ed. Repeat after me. Train, trained, trained, train, trained, trained. Good. The next verb, set, is an irregular verb. For the verb set, the simple past and past participle are the same as the base form. Repeat after me. Set, 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 set. Nice job. The next verb, lose, is also an irregular verb. For the verb lose, the simple past and past participle are the same, but they do not end in ed. Repeat after me. Lose, lost, lost. Lose, lost, lost. Great job. The next verb, break, is another irregular verb. For the verb break, the simple past and past participle are different, and they do not end in ed. Repeat after me. Break, broke, broken. Break, broke, broken. Okay, good. Remember to study past simple and past participle verb forms, just like we did here, especially for irregular verbs. Now let's try some sentences with past participles. Repeat after me. The manager trains everyone. The manager trains everyone. All our employees are trained. All our employees are trained. A trained employee gets a raise. A trained employee gets a raise. Nice job. In the first sentence, trains is a present tense verb. In these sentences, trained is a past participle that describes the employees. Here, the word trained is used as an adjective. Okay, let's try some more verbs as past participles. Repeat after me. The business lost money last year. The business lost money last year. Thousands of dollars were lost. Thousands of dollars were lost. An accountant found the lost money. An accountant found the lost money. The gardener broke the shovel. The gardener broke the shovel. The shovel is broken. The shovel is broken. The broken shovel doesn't work. The broken shovel doesn't work. Excellent. In these sentences, broken is a past participle that describes the shovel. Here, the word broken is used as an adjective. Remember that some irregular verbs have different verb forms that do not end in ed. Hey guys, real quick, here are 3 great ways that you can improve your English. 1. Ask your library about ESL classes. 2. Practice with your friends or practice with us by watching our videos. And 3. To learn even more, use our basic ESL workbooks. Buy our workbooks on Amazon or basicesl.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And now, back to the lesson. All right. Now that we can point out past participles, let's move on to passive voice sentences. Here we have 2 statements that have the same meaning. The first statement is an active voice statement. This means that the subject is doing the action. Here, Carla is the subject. In the second statement, the subject is not doing the action. Here, the subject is receiving the action. This is a passive voice statement. To form passive voice statements, we use the verb to be followed by a past participle. We also use the preposition by if we know who is doing the action. Let's try these examples together. Repeat after me. Carla writes the schedule. Carla writes the schedule. The schedule is written by Carla. The schedule is written by Carla. Good job. In both statements, Carla wrote the schedule, but Carla is not the subject in the passive voice statement. The schedule is the subject in the passive statement. Okay, let's try a few more. Repeat after me. The employees wear uniforms. The employees wear uniforms. Uniforms are worn by the employees. Uniforms are worn by the employees. Stan's painter hired me. Stan's painter hired me. I was hired by Stan's painter. I was hired by Stan's painter. Everyone earned raises. Everyone earned raises. Raises were earned by everyone. Raises were earned by everyone. Nice job. Remember that we use the verb to be followed by a past participle for passive voice statements. But what if the active statement is a continuous statement? For continuous statements, we must add a word to the passive voice form. We add the word being between the verb to be and the past participle. Repeat after me. The city is raising my taxes. The city is raising my taxes. My taxes are being raised by the city. My taxes are being raised by the city. Amy is training the new girl. Amy is training the new girl. The new girl is being trained by Amy. The new girl is being trained by Amy. Sam was typing my resume. Sam was typing my resume. My resume was being typed by Sam. My resume was being typed by Sam. The owner was paying us. The owner was paying us. We were being paid by the owner. We were being paid by the owner. Very good. Now let's look at some passive voice questions. Let's change these passive voice statements into passive questions. Repeat after me. Medicine is made by scientists. Medicine is made by scientists. Is medicine made by scientists? Is medicine made by scientists? He is being watched by a nanny. He is being watched by a nanny. Is he being watched by a nanny? Is he being watched by a nanny? Roses were grown by your gardener. Roses were grown by your gardener. Were roses grown by your gardener? Were roses grown by your gardener? Okay, great. Now let's try some questions and answers. One of the most common reasons to use the passive voice is when the doer of the action is unknown. Repeat after me. What shifts are covered? What shifts are covered? All the full-time shifts are covered. All the full-time shifts are covered. Good job. Notice that in these passive voice examples, we do not use the preposition by. That is because we want to know what shifts were covered, not who covered them. All right, let's try a few more examples. Repeat after me. Who was fired? Who was fired? The manager was fired. The manager was fired. What is being organized? What is being organized? The applications are being organized. The applications are being organized. Who was being interviewed? Who was being interviewed. Fred was being interviewed. Fred was being interviewed. Very good. Okay, that's it for lesson 39. We hope you enjoyed practicing your pronunciation. In today's lesson, we learned about past participle verb forms, and we used the past participle verb form in passive voice sentences. Remember that in the passive voice, the subject is the receiver of the action. Now here's what I want you to do. I want you to watch this video again, and I want you to practice your pronunciation every day. In our next lesson, we talk about the present perfect tense. We will see you then.